Hey everyone, welcome to TechBrick YouTube channel. This is Mallikarjun. Today we are going to cover the topic methods in Golang. A method is a function that is attached to a specific receiver argument. That argument can be abstract, integer, or any type. So it defines the behavior of the type and it should use the state of the type. So the output of a method is dependent on the type of the receiver. So let's make our hands dirty to understand more about methods. So let's get started. Cool. So let's try to understand the syntax of a method. So if you observe here, so we have a function and this is what the receiver argument. So this type which can be of struct, which can be of integer, and it is can be of string or which can be of any type. And here we can take a value receiver as well as a pointer receiver. So which we will discuss with examples. So here we have a method name and these are all the arguments or the parameters to that method, and this is the return type of that particular method. So which can be of any type. So let's have one struct. Let's say like a type employee, which is of type struct, and we can have something like a name, employee name as string, employee age as int, and employee salary as, sorry, my bad, employee, let's say like city as string. So let's consider like these three entities for an employee. So now what we will do, we will define a function, method for this one. So we will have like function, then we have to take like here these are all the receiver arguments. So let's take like emp and then let's say like print employee details. This is my method name and I'm not going to take any parameter, and I'm not going to return anything. So what I will do here, I will simply return e dot name, sorry, instead of returning, right? So let's have like fmp dot println of e dot name, comma, e dot age. So yeah, that's it. Like name and age I'm going to print. So we have a method, so which is taking like a receiver argument that is employee, and we have taken as an alias that is e, and this is my method name which is taking no arguments or a no parameter and which is not returning anything. So here directly we are printing it. So this is very straightforward. So now what we will do here, we will create a employee object. So let's say like employee object as emp, which is of type struct employee, and we need to give some details, right? So here let's give like name as uh like Zan, then whose age is, let's say 25, and then city, let's say like Bangalore. Perfect. So now we created an object. So using this employee object, we should be able to call the respective print employee detail. So that is what the this particular method and a function has some difference. So like here using this employee object, we are successfully able to call this like a print employee details because this method is defined or like implemented on top of this struct that is employee. So that is the reason here we are able to call this print employee details method by using this employee object, emp object. So let's try to run it and we'll see like how is it gonna work. Go run main.go. Okay. What is the okay? My bad. Need to change the package. So let's try to run it. So if you see, it is printing both. Perfect. Now instead of like doing in this way, we will simply return the employee object itself, emp, and what we will do here, we'll have like return e. Okay, so here instead of taking this way, we will just directly do it like this. Let's try to run it. Now we will have the entire object altogether. Perfect. This is like a very pretty straightforward example with respect to method. So here we can have like even one more method on top of this one. Let's say like I want to update the age. So let's take like employee update employee age, which is going to take age as a parameter, age which is of type int, and then it is going to return again employee. Perfect. Now what we will do here, e dot age is equal to age, then we will return e. Okay, so perfect. So here we are taking a receiver argument, that is a struct, and we are also taking a one parameter to this method, that is the age which we are going to update. So this is fine. Now what we will do here, we will have like one more, like we will call it one more method, we will call it this emp dot update employee age, and we need to pass the age. So before we give 25, right, now let's give it 27. Perfect. So now if we print, it should give like 27. So this is how we are updating the age of a employee by calling this particular method, that is update employee age. So this is fine. Now like so far we are like dealing with the like a value receiver, nothing but this is like a pass by value kind. So we can also pass even the pointer as well. So let's try to understand that as well now. So we can have a one more struct. Let's have it something like employee. Let's name it as employee pointer for now. So here we can have a separate method for the same. So let's say like function, mm, like e, which is of star employee pointer. Then what we will do here, we can have like a print. That's it. Here we will have like fmt dot println of employee. Sorry, yeah, employee name and age is e dot name comma e dot age. Perfect. So instead of this, we can use simply dot println of employee name percent s, employee age is percent d. Okay, cool. Let's use printf. It would be good. Cool. So now we are having this one. So what we will do here, we will have a one employee object. So we will have the same. So like something like pointer. Here we can use emp. Okay, address, and then using this ptr, we should be able to call. Okay, it's not. Okay, my bad. Uh, we we have a separate struct altogether, right? So we need to use that struct, that is employee pointer. So that's the reason. So what we can do is equal to employee pointer of name. I'm just going to copy the same names, same entities. Perfect. Now what I will do here itself, I will take a pointer, and using this e, I should be able to call print. Let's try to call this. Let's try to run it. So if you observe, employee name is name Zan and age is 25. Perfect. It's working as expected. So let's give a slash in here. And if I try to run it again, let's see. Yeah, employee name Zan and age is 25. And if I want to update the age, function mm, e star employee pointer. Let's say like I want to update the age, update age, and I will take age integer, which is going to return nothing but uh, let's say like I'm not going to update, simply Oh, okay. Let's update that as well. Employee pointer. So let's return address. Okay. E dot, instead of like doing this way, we have to use star. E dot age is equal to age, return E. Okay. Even if I don't return, I think if you're using a pointer, it should reflect. Let's see if it works as expected or not. Cool. So what we will do here, everything we have, E dot update age of 27, or let's make it as 28. And what I will do here, I will simply print the object E. Let's see if it is going to update the age or not. So if you observe, the age got updated, and it is, even though I'm printing this E object, but we are using a pointer, that's the reason it is updated. So here we are using like a value receiver, right? So if I create, if I simply print the employee at the top, so I don't think it is going to update at line number 48. So if you observe, see, even though we have updated, but we were using value receiver, that's the reason after printing this object employee, it's just printing like this. But here we are directly printing the statement, which is, sorry, yeah, here. That is the reason the object got updated. But here, I'm not returning anything. Even if you observe, I'm not returning any object. Here, I'm just updating because we are using a pointer. That is the reason it is updating this object address. I mean, wherever we this is stored in the memory, so it is going there and updating the age. That is the reason even I'm printing just the object, the age, whatever the new age I'm passing, that is reflecting in that particular object. So cool. This is with respect to methods. So we are going to discuss about methods again in my upcoming videos whenever we are going to discuss about the interfaces, and also whenever we are going to discuss on like projects or everywhere we use methods. So when it comes to functions and methods, the main difference is here we pass like a receiver argument, which can be of like a value type or which can be of like a pointer type. This is with respect to methods in Golang. So if you guys like this video, please do like, share and subscribe, and also hit a bell icon to never miss an update. Thank you.